So you're recording because I can tell by your face. Hi, welcome to Lessons with John. Today we're going to try Summer of '69. Okay, starts with a D chord. Okay, you're gonna play your D chord. I'm gonna do like a palm mute. The weird kind of rhythm like that. That's your whole intro. Okay, and then the verses are always D and then an A chord. Just a regular A chord. So you got D for a pattern. Two patterns actually. A. So that's the part where, he's, I got my first 6 So that just goes back and forth like that for the verse, for the whole song. And that's all you have to do. When you get to the Mama's Porch part, the chorus, it's B minor. I changed my strum pattern for this. I'm going to go, it's like the wagon wheel strum, like down, down, up, down, up, okay? To an A, to a D, to a G. Then you repeat it. Back to the B minor. And that A, you just hit it once, and those are the best days of my life. Right here we have a little keyboard thing going on. That's just D to A each time, and that's the keyboard part. That's and that thing there. So now you got your intro, you got your verses, and you got your chorus. And the interlude is the same. It's just the D to the A. That's the keyboard part. The only thing left is the bridge. So that's an F chord to a B flat to a C, back to a B flat, F to a B flat, and they stay on the C, and then they're right back in, and the keyboard's playing this thing. And that's the whole song. So the F chord, I use the big bulky F chord, and I'm pretty much using that same wagon wheel strum, Okay, so let's go backwards. We'll talk about the chords. The chords in the bridge part, it's an F. I bar the whole thing. I put the 3rd string 2nd fret, the 5th and the 4th string at the 3rd fret. That's my F chord. My B flat, I'm going to hold down the 5th string 1st fret, and then I'm going to lay down my 3rd finger on the 4, 3, and 2 strings. If you're not used to that, that's going to be awkward. That's like the toughest chord ever to get used to. I'm also shoving this finger up into the 6th string to mute it. The 1st string ends up getting muted naturally by the angle of your finger. Alright, that's a B flat. That's a difficult one. Then you move it up 2 frets, so it's the 5th string 3rd fret, and then the 4, 3, and 2 strings at the 5th fret. Back to B flat. Then you got your F, B flat, and then C twice. And yes, I know what your questions are going to be. Can't I just use my regular C chord and so forth like that? Because of the pattern, this is what they're doing. It'll sound kind of folky. There's a big difference. When you got bar chords like this, you can control it, and all the chickas in between. That's what they're doing. So if you want to sound like the song, that's what it's going to sound like. If you have a tough time, if you're not at that level where you can play bar chords yet, you can use power chords for that part. And you probably, if you can't play bar chords yet, the strum might be a problem too. So you could just do downstrokes and go. So there, I'm just doing the low strings. So the 6th string 1st fret, the 5th and the 4th string. You can even use 2-string power chords if you want. And then I desperately try with my pick to stay away from these strings, the treble strings. Those are the ones closest to the floor, but I'm going to call them higher because in pitch they're higher. So you try to stay away from those. Then when I go to the B flat, I simply just move everybody across so it's on the 5th string, 4th, and the 3rd string. And I just move it up and move it back. And you can use those as substitute if you're at that level, or if you like that sound too. Okay? And then we go back to the chorus. The chorus is a B minor. You bar the 2nd fret. I bar 5 strings, and then I put my middle on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and the 4th string and the 3rd string at the 4th fret. I shove my 1st finger into the 6th string so it gets muted. Regular A chord, so that's the 4, 3, and 2 strings at the 2nd fret. I get my thumb up here to kill my 6th string. The other 2 are just open. And then my D chord is the 3rd string, 2nd fret, 1st string, 2nd fret, and then the 2nd string, 3rd fret. I also get the thumb to kill the 6th string. And then you got your G. The G chord that I use for this song is, I don't even bother with my 1st finger. So technically it's called a G5. It's 6th string, 3rd fret, and then I mute the 5th string by leaning over, and then I got 4 and 3 open, and then my 2nd and my 1st string at the 3rd fret. Okay? Those are the chords for the chorus, and then of course the verse and the intro is just the D and the A. Well, the intro is just the D, and I already told you how to play that, and I also told you how to play the A chord. So that takes care of how you play the chords and so forth. You just have to learn the form of the song. It's intro, verse, verse, chorus. Interlude is where the keyboard plays that line. Then you got verse, chorus, interlude again, then the bridge, then the interlude, and then the verse, chorus, and then the interlude. They just keep playing it, it fades out. If you want to play that keyboard part, if you don't have a keyboard player in your band, this is the hard part. This is really difficult well, it's pretty difficult on the guitar. You got a D chord. I'm going to lift up my middle finger so it's open 1st string, and I'm just going to pick. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, and then I do the same thing with the middle finger down for like a regular D chord. So open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. So it's all on the D. It's open 1st, 2nd, and then 3rd fret. So like a sus4, and back to the 2nd finger. So, and then it gets tricky. Now you lift up your middle finger again, and you hit open, and then you skip to the 3rd string, then you put the finger back down on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and you go 1st, 3rd. So it's like back and forth like that. So it's like. See that? And then they do the same thing on the A chord. They grab an A chord, they lift up the 3rd finger this time so the 2nd string is open, and you simply do everything except you start on the 2nd string this time and you go 2, 3, 4, put your finger down for an A, add the sus, go back. So it's literally the same pattern, but the strings you just move this way, across the string. So, okay? It just keeps going back and forth. All right, questions down below, and please subscribe, and thank you for watching.